Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Luke Parfum. I talk about classic, affordable and vintage fragrances here on this channel, and I do it in a very unique, unapologetic sort of way. So if that's your jam, if that's your bread and butter, hit that subscribe button. If not, well, off you go, darling, off you go. Today I'm talking about some more polarizing perfumes. I did part 1 last week and it got some serious reactions in the comments. I titled my first video, Polarizing Perfumes That I Refuse Not to Wear. These ones, however, I do sometimes refuse to wear because these are really polarizing. Some of them I can wear every day. So the first one is Cinnabar from Estee Lauder. This one was launched in the late 70s and it's descended from Giorgio, I believe. This is an oriental and this is a vintage version. And this one, let me tell you, this one's not easy on the nose. It's much smoother than the current version actually, but it's beast mode. It's potent, it's strong, it fills a room, it's an explosion. You have to be in the mood for this one. Most people nowadays would probably hate this one. This is vintage, as I said, it's macerated, it's very strong. The spices in this really tickle your nose hairs when you spray this on, but it's also rich, balsamic, deep, full of patchouli. I can smell lots of patchouli in this perfume. So this one, not for everyone, believe you me. Speaking of patchouli, Réminiscence Patchouli. This is the original patchouli from the 70s. Yes, this was launched in the 70s. And this is a proper hippie patchouli. Personally, I love the scent. I love the smell of patchouli. I'm a hippie. I'm a patchouli hound. I love patchouli. You can never have too much patchouli in a perfume. But most people don't feel that way. They don't. And they say in reviews online that this one smells like body odor, that it smells like, an unwashed dog, and so on and so forth. I don't see it. I love this. The patchouli is almost gourmand. It's a rich, ambery patchouli mixed with aromatic notes, earthy notes, woody notes, vanilla. It's gorgeous. It's simply gorgeous. You don't need more than 5 sprays of this one. And this used to be very affordable. Nowadays, the price has gone up because they've repackaged it. They revamped the bottle, but I think you can still get it. It's called Patchouli Elixir now, I believe. Don't quote me on it. Try to find a vintage version if you can. So let's move on to the next one. I just want to say that the first 2 I actually wear. This next one, however, I don't wear this. This is way too strong for me. This is Lolitaland, and this is a sugary, peachy, vanilla cocktail kind of scent. It's almost sticky when you spray it on. I do like the scent, but I cannot wear this for more than, say, 2 hours because it just makes me nauseous. This is a modern gourmand, but it's also very floral, syrupy sweet, fruity. So this one's definitely not for everyone, but most people tend to love it. But I would still classify it as a polarizing perfume. And this is one that I don't really wear. So I still keep the decant because it was gifted to me by my friend Leah, who lives in the States. Hi Leah, if you're watching, she lives in Arizona. So I keep this one because it reminds me of her, but I'm not going to wear it. Let's talk about an absolute icon. From the 1920s, it's none other than Shalimar. I've got the EDT. I'm not the biggest fan of the EDP, but that was not really 1920s, that was more 1980s, I would say, because it was launched in the 80s. The EDT and the Parfum, these 2 are the original, and these 2 I absolutely love and I refuse not to wear, but many people find Shalimar very bad. They don't like it at all. They find it musty, stale, it smells like death, it smells like, cat pee. You always get that comment from bigoted ageist people smells old-fashioned and so on and so forth. I don't actually dislike the adjective old-fashioned because it just indicates something is from a bygone era that used to be fashionable. It's no longer fashionable, but nowadays it's classic. Many people say Shalimar smells like cigarettes. Well, does it? No. This one on my skin, this is the most gorgeous lemony vanilla with lots of iris, with a bit of jasmine, a bit of amber, and a tiny bit of leather. The EDT doesn't have a lot of leather and it doesn't bother me. I usually tend to struggle with leather. This one, however, is gorgeous. I don't mind the leather in this one. It's also got some civet, I believe. Lovely. Shalimar. I love Shalimar. I really love it. The next one is Giorgio Beverly Hills, not Giorgio Armani, Giorgio Beverly Hills from the 80s. And this is the original white floral bomb. Very 1980s style. It's big, it's bold, it's glamorous, it's in your face, even the current formulation. And it's a white floral bomb. You've got your tuberose, your jasmine, your gardenia, and some people absolutely hate this one. They find it suffocating, they find it too chemical, too pungent, and honestly, I can see why. But I love white florals from the 80s and 90s. I have several in my collection, and this one is music to my ears, or music to my nose, if that makes any sense. I love this one, and I especially love it in the spring and summer. It's such a bright, happy, optimistic perfume. It's got some greenness in it. It's got some moss in the base. It's beautiful. It really is, and I can't wait to wear it this spring. Moving on, I've got a selection from Estee Lauder. The first one is Alliage. This one's from the 70s, and this is a green chypre. It was actually launched the year my mum was born, 1972. Lovely, lovely scent. I love it. It's a green chypre. You have to like green fragrances. No sweetness whatsoever. Aftershavey, almost masculine nowadays. The next one is Spellbound. This one's from the 90s. This is a fruity, floral, spicy, ambery, oriental perfume, also a bit animalic. This one was created by Sophia Groisman. We all know Sophia Groisman, don't we? And this one gets lots of hate as well. You know, all fragrances with carnation tend to get lots of hate because people nowadays, they just don't understand the smell of carnation anymore. Carnation is spicy and it is in your face. It's a very specific note and you have to like it. I simply love Spellbound. And then we've got a chypre. Chypres also get lots of hate. They tend to be polarizing. Many people don't like knowing. Again, funerals are mentioned in reviews. I don't see it. This one to me smells very outdoorsy, very natural. It reminds me of being in the forest and smelling all the moss and the trees. But I'm also carrying a bouquet of roses. So this one's absolutely gorgeous. Knowing by Estee Lauder, as well as Alliage and Spellbound. The next one is super polarizing. I cannot wear this one, unfortunately. I loved it when I got it. I put it on, I wore it a couple of times, but then I started smelling the leather, and the leather in this is just too much. I'm keeping it for the bottle. I love the bottle. And the name of this perfume, by the way, is Montana Parfum de Peau, which literally translates to skin scent. It must have been some very skanky animalic skin back from the 80s, because this is not a skin scent. Anything but a skin scent, actually. So this is everything but the kitchen sink, plus lots of leather. A typical 80s powerhouse, bombastic fragrance with a strong leathery note. And the leather is just too much for me. Although I do appreciate this perfume, it's very much in the same vein as Poison, Isatis, maybe even Obsession, but it's not something that I can wear, unfortunately, but I'm keeping it because this bottle is a work of art, isn't it? So the designer behind this perfume is actually Claude Montana, who is a French or Spanish, I'm not sure, designer from the 70s and 80s. He was very popular in the 80s. He unfortunately passed away 2 years ago in 2024. So this perfume is still available. If you like a skanky 80s style leathery perfume, definitely pick it up. Not the easiest to find, but I found it on a secondhand website. 2 bottles sealed. I bought them, one for me, one for my friend. She actually loves it. I don't, but I'm keeping it. So I've got 2 more perfumes, decants, that I find extremely polarizing. And the first one is Rochas Femme, or Rochas Femme. I'm not sure how Rochas is pronounced. Some people say Rochas, some people say Rochas, but who cares? Potato. This one's from the 1940s. Edmund Rudnitska was the nose behind it. And, you can check out the story, how this one was created. It's quite the story, actually. He created it from some, discarded chemicals from a dump yard. And he managed to create this apricot-y vibe in it. It's a chypre, despite the apricot in the opening, it's a very strong chypre with lots of spices and leather as well, I believe. And I'll be honest with you, I cannot wear this anymore. I used to wear it, I can't wear it anymore. If I want a strong, oriental, spicy chypre perfume, I have a dozen others. I won't reach for this one. The next one is Joop. I wanted to say Joop Le Bain. No, this is not Joop Le Bain. This is the original Joop from 1987. And this one is a soapy, animalic bomb. Very little sweetness to it. Again, very polarizing. So there we go. These are all my polarizing perfumes from my collection. My collection is indeed quite big. And please let me know in the comments what your favourite or your most hated polarizing perfumes are. I always set aside about an hour a day to read and reply to any and every comment I get, unless it's not respectful. So keep it civil, keep it respectful. It's okay if we agree to disagree. However, if you feel the need to be nasty to other people, to be ageist, you shall be a blockhead. Have a lovely day. Until next time, bye.